Kill la la bird. Da, 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 da.
These bottles are not empty. They are filled with stories and memories of friends and family. They all once contained a geological record of the seasons to be deciphered and enjoyed on the palate. These labels are like the covers of a book, revealing family narratives toiling in the soil like their ancestors did generations ago. A point rating cannot contain them, for these stories are bigger than that. These stories contain comedy and tragedy intertwined with ancient myths. In the Italian countryside, these stories laid hidden until one man got into his car to seek them out. He collected these stories with care and passionately shared them with the world. Meet Tommaso Bernardo Abruzzini, an Italian-American who has collected these stories and became one of the main characters in the process.
They say blackberries and forest floor. Forest floor? It sounds crazy to say it, but Italian wines were in its infancy. The white wines in Italy were terrible. Is that me?
No, it's you talking about wine.
What it is a wine made by Giovanni Pasquale and his son Luca, and it's really, really good. And I would have to teach them, every damn one of them who wanted to listen, about cold fermentation.
Wow.
You know, from California.
I see my father, like you, like pioneers.
There's one thing I have no regrets about is what I did in the past.
And what Tom did forever altered the course of the entire wine world. Considered the king of importers, he is responsible for discovering and bringing to the U.S. what are now considered to be the most legendary producers of Italy.
We just had Monsanto, who Tom actually introduced in Italy. Monsanto was unknown in Italy itself.
And he brought Gaia, too.
And brought Gaia.
His portfolio also included the #1 selling wine of all time, Riunite Lambrusco.
Riunite. See it?
Hailed as the Veronelli Americano, his knowledge, passion, and outspoken demeanor made him an unrivaled, although not always welcomed, expert throughout the entire industry. Hi, I'm Rami. I'm the filmmaker. I'm also a really good friend of Tom's. I've been filming Tom for about 10 years now. I've been with him to Italy 3 times over the past 10 years, and I've been collecting his stories. And now it's time for me to share these stories with you, but I need your help. Here's what we need to do. I have over 7,000 feet of 8mm film that Tom took throughout his early years in the wine country. It needs to be cleaned and scanned so that we can incorporate it into this project. I also need to travel to California and back to Italy to be able to interview more key players that Tom has dealt with over the years. Tom was also a prolific musician, specializing in show tunes, so we need to secure music rights.
Rollin' the Jack is the name of that one. Any requests, by the way?
We need to pay legal fees. We need to license some footage from Italian television that Tom was featured on. I also need to hire some post-production specialists, which includes animators, graphic artists, special effects artists, to be able to take all of these stories and tell them in a creative, dynamic way. We also would like to hire a well-known Italian-American actor to do some narration. And we also have some translating to do. When I first met Tom, it was very clear to me from the beginning that he was an eccentric and extraordinary individual, on top of being a master teacher of wine. And I knew right away that I wanted to create a project about his life and contributions. Tom fought so hard for the integrity of Italian wine that for a time, he had to wear a bulletproof vest while in Italy. Tom tells the truth about wine, and I want to tell the truth about Tom. Tom comes from an amazing lineage of wine pioneers, beginning with his great-grandfather, Benjamin Cribari, who came to California in 1902 to start a winery and also started the very first winery in
This is
Manhattan.
all these, see these gigantic barrels on 26th Street?
This was the first winery in Manhattan?
Oh yeah.
Tom's story has never been told, and I'm the only one that can tell his story. If you know of anyone that may be interested in a project like this, I would be very grateful if you shared this campaign with them. I very much appreciate your support.
This is Ray Capitanini with me at this is written in the Chicago Tribune about me. There's 3 ways to select a restaurant wine list. Easy way, the hard way, and the crazy way. I picked the crazy way.